The Grand Hall of the Galactic Council fell silent as Ambassador James Walker strode toward the central podium. His face betrayed no emotion, though the tension in his shoulders told a different story. 300 alien representatives watched from their designated platforms, some leaning forward in anticipation, others whispering among themselves. Esteemed members of the council, James began, his voice steady and clear. For 27 years, humanity has participated in this grand experiment of interstellar cooperation. Today, I regret to inform you that experiment has failed. Murmurs rippled through the chamber. The arbiter, a tall, willowy being with crystalline features, raised a hand for silence. Ambassador Walker, this is most unexpected. The Council has always valued Earth's contribution. Has it? James interrupted, something unprecedented in Council protocol. The evidence suggests otherwise. He activated his datapad, projecting a holographic timeline above the podium. 6 months ago, we requested aid when the Proxima colony faced imminent ecological collapse. Our request was denied as not meeting emergency criteria. 2 months ago, we presented evidence of trade sanctions unfairly targeting human goods. The investigation was indefinitely postponed. The arbiter's crystalline features flickered with unease. These matters are complex. At last month, James continued, his voice hardening. 3 human outposts in the Orion sector were attacked. 17,000 lives lost. The Council's response was to form a committee to assess the situation. While you deliberated, we acted. The attackers have been neutralized. Gasps echoed through the chamber. Admiral Torvak of the Hoplite Confederation rose from his seat. You engaged in military action without Council authorization. This is precisely why your species cannot be trusted with our own defense, James asked. When the Council fails to protect its members, those members will protect themselves. The Arbiter attempted to regain control. Ambassador, surely we can discuss these grievances through proper channels. We've tried, James said simply. For years, we've followed protocols, filed petitions, and respected regulations that increasingly seem designed to restrain humanity while offering little in return. He paused, looking around the chamber. We joined this council believing in mutual benefit and protection. Instead, we found fear disguised as caution and discrimination masked as procedure. The representative from the Merithian Alliance, a species known for their directness, spoke up. Humans advance too quickly. Your technological progression in a single century outpaces what took other members millennia. This creates instability. James nodded. Finally, some honesty. You fear us not for what we've done, but for what we might become. He tapped his datapad again, displaying a new image, a formal document bearing Earth's official seal. As of 800 Universal Standard Time, Earth and all human colonies have formally withdrawn from the Galactic Council and its associated treaties. Our borders are now closed to Council traffic pending new bilateral agreements with individual species. The chamber erupted. The Arbiter's voice barely rose above the chaos. This is unprecedented. The economic disruption alone will be significant, James acknowledged. Humanity provides 40% of the Council's innovation patents and manages 17% of its logistics infrastructure. These services will be discontinued in 30 days. Admiral Torvak's voice boomed through the hall. This is nothing short of blackmail. James turned to face him directly. This is nothing short of survival. When joining this council ceased to serve humanity's interests, leaving became inevitable. The representative from the Delsari Unity, one of the oldest spacefaring civilizations, slowly rose. The chamber quieted as Elder Nix, renowned for speaking rarely but wisely, addressed the human. Ambassador Walker, in the 4,000 years of this council's existence, no species has ever withdrawn. The founders designed this system to foster stability through interdependence. If Earth leaves, others may follow. You could unravel millennia of peace. James considered the ancient alien with respect. Elder Nix, I've studied the Council's history. What began as a forum for cooperation has calcified into a tool for maintaining the status quo. The founding principles you reference have been forgotten. He gestured toward the central emblem of the Council, a spiral of stars representing unity. The Council was meant to evolve. Instead, it stagnated. Humanity will not be constrained by institutions that refuse to grow. The Arbiter made one final appeal. Ambassador, please. A transition period at least. Negotiations. Our decision is final, James said. However, this exit need not be permanent. The Council can reform. When it truly embraces diversity of development, rather than fearing it, perhaps will return. He removed the Council insignia from his formal attire and placed it on the podium. The symbolic gesture silenced the chamber completely. Humanity doesn't seek isolation, merely the freedom to determine our own path. Any species wishing to establish direct relations outside Council oversight will find Earth receptive. As James turned to leave, Elder Nix spoke once more. You realize the Council may perceive this as a threat. James paused at the chamber doors. That perception would be unfortunate and dangerous. Humanity wishes peace with all species, but we will defend ourselves without hesitation or restraint. The unspoken message was clear. Humanity had entered the galactic stage as a junior partner, eager to learn. They were leaving as a power to be reckoned with. After James departed, the Council erupted into panic debate. Emergency sessions were called. Economic projections were hastily revised. Military assessments were frantically updated. Within days, 17 member species had requested private channels to Earth's government. Within weeks, the Council announced a comprehensive review of its procedures. Within months, reforms that had been impossible for centuries were suddenly implemented. Humanity had accomplished more by leaving than they ever had as members of his office on Earth. Now, Director Walker watched the developments with measured satisfaction. They're adapting, he told President Reynolds. Faster than I expected. The president nodded. Will it be enough? James gazed at the stars visible through his window. That depends on whether they're changing out of fear or understanding. One path leads to conflict, the other to genuine cooperation. And if it's fear? James smiled slightly. Then humanity will simply have to show the galaxy that their fear was misplaced by becoming exactly the allies they should have wanted all along.